What's up, everybody? It's your boy Entre, no appetizer, baby. I'm the main Entre, you dig, and I'm here with GFG TV. You already know what it is, man. Let's get it.
West. It's your boy Big Ray West, and you're tuned into GFG TV. Who do we have the pleasure of blessing the screen today?
Man, it's your boy Entre Luche. I ain't no appetizer. I'm the main Entre, you dig.
Hello. For those just meeting Entre Luche for the first time, who are you beyond the music?
Who am I beyond the music? Man, all of this started as a little kid singing in church. But as I grew up learning, I have a very historical family in music. But yeah, no, my mom is originally from Chicago. Dad is from Ohio. They both went to the University of Iowa. And I never left. So I'm the only one in my family born in Iowa, so they call me the corn baby.
Shout out to Hawkeye.
So that's where it starts, corn baby. Okay. Yeah.
What first inspired you to pursue music professionally?
So I went to college for basketball and for music. I was.
You know how to hoop?
Huh?
You know how to hoop?
Oh yes. And I'm a lefty too. Yeah. But yeah, I went to Southwestern Community College, or the School of Music Vocation. I would say that I was significantly better at football, but all of my brothers pretty much play football, played collegiate football. And I saw one of my brothers, he was a 4-star linebacker at Michigan, take out a wide receiver and bring the ambulance came and had to cart him off. And I was like, I don't think I want to do that.
You made a business decision. A business decision was made.
You watched the car wreck.
Yeah, I watched the car wreck. And I was related to him. But so I decided to go to Southwestern and study classical and jazz voice and music. And you have to be a piano major and voice major there. And so that's what I did. And it was pretty much all music every day was the vibe. And being there, I loved it, being around other musicians and things like that. But I also hated it because I didn't want to be a school teacher. So I left college after 2 years and I was like, if it's meant for me, I'm going to pursue music. And then I ended up getting a music mentor, business mentor, ended up signing to a talent agency for acting and for modeling at the time. And I was doing like TV show work and traveling and
that's amazing.
Performing and doing shoots and everything. Literally not even a full year after college. Yeah, so.
Talk about your mentor and how you met him.
Yeah, so I went to Stale, actually, at Lefty's Live Music. And it was recommended to me by Bossy. The rapper, and he also runs the Black Comic Book Company.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I remember. I know him.
yeah. So I went to Stale, and man, I just love the atmosphere of being critiqued on your music. And like I said, I went to school for music, so we did like final projects. That's like 80% of your grade right there, your performance. So it's always life or death. Literally being in that environment. And so it was just like that. But like I could do original music. So that was a vibe. But I had started working with Bo James and working with his nonprofit. And that was the kind of Kickstarter to getting into that world, that mentorship in that capacity. But now that I reflect on this, I also, before that, was a part of Music in the Metro. And that was kind of like my first intro to mentorship in music beyond, but in like songwriting and creating my own songs and stuff like that. So I would say those are kind of like the two heavy hitters of mentorship that I had was Stale and Bo, and then Music in the Metro with Rich Galbraith.
You have a lot of inspirations. Michael Jackson and Usher, Wale. That you've got a deep artistry. Who has what has each of them taught you?
Man. So my mom is like a big Michael Jackson fan. She was like diehard Michael Jackson. I remember being a little kid and watching like the Thriller and Beat It music videos and stuff like that. Like
The Thriller music videos was like movies.
yeah, and what is it, Ghosts?
Yeah.
And that stuff, and just like that's where the inspiration of like creating short films and the music and combining it and really showcasing artistry as a whole. So that was I'm dancing in my living room and everything like that. Was originally I was born in Iowa City, and I remember doing a program, like a preschool program, and one of the girls there, she walked up to my mom, she was like, "You need to see this. You need to." So she pulls me off to the side and she was like, "Do the dance." And I'm over here moonwalking and stuff. And so like, yeah, that was like my initial inspiration.
Sure.
I would say that as I got older and I started doing like Music in the Metro and stuff like that, and they were like, you need to model your music, not necessarily the sound, but just like your development after someone. And the person that I wanted to be the most like was Usher.
For sure.
At the time. And so being a preteen, early teenager, just his live shows and performance, just studying that. I mean, I had CDs on CDs of just like studying Usher's live shows and his dancers and the choreography, and just like, yeah, again, his professionalism was off the charts. And then I would say that getting into high school, there was the Drake fans and the J. Cole's and the Nicki Minaj's and the Lil Wayne's. But there was
When year you graduated?
2015.
Okay.
There was one person to me that just kind of like stood out, and that was Wale. His storytelling and his lyricism, and he was one of the few artists that perfectly complemented R&B singers when it came to writing songs. He has so many dope records with Miguel, and he has one with Rihanna, and I can go down the list, but I was like, man, I really want to be both sides of this storytelling, the person who can sing the art and the person who can write the story and rap it. So that was really like a transition point in high school for me, of like not just wanting to be a singer, but having the capability to be able to rap and sing. So yeah.
You're proudly from Des Moines, Iowa, would you say?
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm not technically from Des Moines, but I proudly represent Des Moines. Yes.
Okay, so where's your hometown? Iowa City?
Yes.
City.
Iowa City, but like I said, I'm
from Des Moines.
yeah, I'm repping from Des Moines, and all of my family, literally all of my family, is from Chicago. So they get very mad at me when I claim Iowa. You're ours.
Okay,
I'm
so
like, not technically, but
next question is gonna be some Des Moines shit.
okay, all right, yep, I got you.
All right. So, what does your hometown mean to you then?
What does Des Moines mean to me? I feel like that changes
Yeah.
year to year. Des Moines was a place that I initially, I'm just gonna be transparent and honest, regretted.
Yeah.
I hated it here
Yeah.
for so long. Just like running into the same people and doing the same thing. But then I was like, well, I'm part of the problem. I need to do something to change my own mentality if I'm gonna be here. And now I love it. Now it's my playground.
There you go.
Des Moines is my playground. That's what it means to me. It's a place where I get to be free and do whatever it is that I wanted to do. If I want to create a show, if I want to do a business venture, if I want to collaborate and partner, work with corporations, I have the skill set and the ability to do so now. And I can do things here that people in Chicago and Atlanta and LA, a lot of people can't do, not in their city. So I've grown to value it and value what I've become here, and that I can go other places and leverage what I built here. And so, yeah, Des Moines is home base.
Talk your shit.
How has growing up in Des Moines shaped your music and your work ethic?
Growing up in Des Moines was so diverse. I went to a predominantly white school out here initially, like in elementary. I mean, I was predominantly white anyway, but but I went to a predominantly white school. And so when I was learning, I did fine arts in middle school, and I started learning how to play the guitar. And I was learning on like country music and like rock and roll.
Yeah.
And I was immersed in that for years, just listening to country music and rock and roll and learning how to play the guitar. So obviously being in Iowa, like that was the influence. My mom didn't introduce me to country and rock. Iowa did. You know what I'm saying?
Iowa did.
Iowa
You
did.
don't have a choice.
I love that.
School's gonna make you do, especially if you're in music. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to college for classical and jazz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not really understanding our roots. Iowa takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of different places and just makes it its own. And so, again, that's where I feel like my originality came from. Like I got to be a thought leader, and when it comes to my music and what Iowa sound looks like, and it's just diverse to me. So
I completely agree with you that on Iowa sound. That was a great explanation.
thank you.
People often overlook Iowa when talking about music. What do they get wrong about the city's talent?
This city is just as talented here as anywhere else. Iowa is immensely talented. That was never our issue. Our issue is the structure. Our issue is the chain of like access to venues, understanding business, financial literacy, education, money flow, how to scale, and levels to scale, right? There's not a lot of levels to scale here outside of like an XBK or what Lefties was.
Right.
A lot of our music venues of that size are gone. So what's the next level after that? A Woolies, which 500 to 1,000 capacity. How many of those do we have? Maybe one.
So right now it's back to I know there's a couple of little bars that people have hosted events at, but right now I think it's back to setting up your own PA system in local bars.
Right.
To create your small intimate shows.
Right. So, I was talking about the 500 capacity to 1,000. There's not many of those. Then the next is 1,000 to maybe 2,000 to 3,000, which is Valair.
Yes, sir.
Then you have Verizon Event Center, which is capacity is around 5,000 if you're only counting one side. But they also do stuff on the other side, which would be a little bit more than that. And then it jumps again to Wells Fargo. Well, now we have Vibrant Music Hall. I forgot about them. In Waukee. But so I say all of that to say we lost a lot of the lower level bars and music venues where artists were doing their own shows, collaborating with each other, and really immersing in the business side of music, building a fan base, all of the essentials, right? Selling merch, all of those things. Also, that building of community. It's hard for us to get into the 500 to 1,000 capacity venues just with the history of hip hop, of music, and what they deem hip hop to be in Iowa. So where's the growth? How can you truly be a businessman in this space? How can you truly cultivate a fan base if you have no place to grow beyond the small steps? And who are you going to partner with to do that? It takes trust, it takes coordination, and not a lot of people have that in whole, right? We have it in small quantities, but not as a whole. So that's, to me, is the issue. It's the structure.
Well said. Well said.
What do you hope people think when they hear Des Moines after listening to your music?
Can you reset that one more time, please?
What do you hope people think about when they hear Des Moines after listening to your music?
Again, just coming back to the diversity. I feel like I don't sound like LA. I don't sound like California. I don't sound like New York. I feel like I sound like Iowa. I sound diverse. You know what I'm saying? And also that I'm multifaceted. I can,
Sound like Iowa.
and that sounds like Iowa. You know what I'm saying? I have my influences from all over, whether it be country, whether it be rock and roll, whether it be rap, no matter. Like, you know, so that's what I hope that they're like, dang, I didn't know Iowa got down like that. That's what I want them to, I want them to say. I want them like, yo, like there's real like professional artists in Iowa really moving and doing stuff in Iowa. That's what I want them to say when they hear my music. And I want them to want to come to Iowa when they hear my music. Like, nah, I'm getting on whatever plane, I'm driving down to Iowa so I can come see an Entre show and listen to this music. And I feel like not only is that what I want people to think, but that's what they're doing.
How important is it for you to represent Iowa on a national and international level?
I think it's important, again, because for the structure of what we could be. Again, these are going to be like reoccurring themes that I constantly say. Iowa has the talent, it just fails in the structure category. And I'm a Grammy voting member. I have been for like 2 years. I'm in the Grammy class of 2024. And I think it's so dope that I wouldn't say that I'm the only person in Iowa, but there's not a lot of people in Iowa in those rooms.
Yes, sir.
And I get to like be the advocate. Like, why aren't y'all out here? Like, let's collaborate. Let's do something. Like, come out this way. Like, we got talent. I'm got to do a few different like Chicago chapter like Grammy showcases in Chicago and performing in front of Grammy winners. Awesome. And they're like, you're dope. Like, where are you from again? You know, after I perform, I hope that they don't ask. You know where I'm from. Yeah. I'm from Iowa.
Yes, sir.
And we're also still dope.
Fire.
Okay, what advice would you give to the next generation of artists coming out of Iowa?
Be about your business. A lot of people just want to be artists. They want to sign under a label. They want to let the label handle the business, and they just want to focus on the art. That's great. That's a great dream. It's really nice, actually, to put your life in other people's hands. It's great, you know. And for some people that works, and for other people they get taken advantage of because they weren't taking the time to truly educate themselves about the business that they're about to get into. So the advice that I would give to artists is please do your research.
Even T-Pain got screwed over. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Yeah. It's the game has changed. It's not the same game anymore. The power is in your hands if you allow it to be. But you have to build the branding. You have to understand money flow. You have to understand how to truly build a fan base and what it takes to build a fan base. Most people are discovering you on discovery platforms. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Reels. Use that to your advantage. You don't necessarily need to put out an album right now. No one cares. Even our favorite artists, we barely even hear unless you're truly a part of their like inner circle. I don't remember the last time I seen an update. Oh, Drake's about to drop. I haven't, because everybody's dropping on social media. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's dropping every day. It's the oversaturation of music. You have to build your own algorithm. Create your own way.
Why do you think the industry is oversaturated? How did that happen?
Because everyone is a musician now.
Why?
Because of social media.
Social media?
Yeah, it's the access.
Yeah.
Who's a celebrity? Everyone's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Social media. There's no difference between, yes, Drake is technically a bigger celebrity.
There's just levels to it now.
It's just levels to it now. I know the girl down the street who's just in her crib make streaming video and doing video games has 1 million followers, and she's technically a celebrity.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Her fan base treats her like a celebrity. She's getting paid for what she does. There's more celebrities now. Everyone has, and not everyone has motion, but everyone has some form of motion, of some form of visibility. A celebrity was visibility, right? Now, there were certain celebrities that knew that scarcity was a superpower, like a Michael Jackson. You didn't see him all the time. He was that big, but when you did see him, he made an impact. Now you have to be in people's faces.
Some would argue, okay, you said old girl down the street with 1 million followers. Some would argue that though her fan base may treat her like a celebrity, she could still go shop at her local market and not be recognized, most likely. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to somebody like, Drake or somebody on television. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I guess the point that I'm getting at is like, even the girl down the street has a fan base, right, is what I'm saying, and has visibility.
Yes, sir.
So like the game has changed. You have to focus on that now. Like everyone has the power to become that.
Like, just as a reference to confirm with that, like even Drake pops on streams now.
Right.
Because he's very aware that the streaming culture is a giant culture and his fan base is part of that culture, so he has to be meshed in with that culture, because otherwise he's missing a giant chunk, really.
Right. So just as when I'm on my For You page, as I may see Drake's face, I'm also going to see the girl down the street.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So
could even have Drake on if it's big enough of a streamer.
Right.
That's a common thing.
Right. That's
when
what
go through the list of streamers that are top level streamers that have the 1 million followers and whatnot.
That's why all the artists started collaborating with the streamers on YouTube, because they had the biggest fan base. The movie stars, Kevin Hart, the Will Smiths, Nicki Minaj.
The youth is with the streamers.
Right, exactly.
So even beyond just clips and things like that, the youth is really locked into this streaming to where they're watching their favorite streamers constantly. And it kind of will vary between the people, and through the content of the years, but there's one thing for sure, it just gets bigger and bigger every year.
Yes, sir. So coming back to your favorite streamer, they may be making just as much money as your favorite, if not more than your favorite artist.
That's real.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, like the visibility.
The brand deals are all there too. With
Exactly.
Yeah, they're really locked in with these.
You right. Hey. Do you feel any responsibility to open doors for artists coming with you or behind you?
I feel a responsibility as far as the education, not necessarily like the application, though. I'm not gonna say that I'm one of those people that's like stingy with information. Like, no, like I truly like am open to share, but I also understand that not everybody can come with you.
Right.
Not everybody has the same vision, same work ethic, and not everybody cares about you in that capacity.
Not everybody's gonna want to come with you, aka like wherever you do go.
Yeah. Well, the thing, and the reason why I say that, and like I said, I like to be very transparent, is like not everybody's gonna care about your career the way that you do. So you vesting into them in a certain capacity may take away from what it is that you're building, unless they are like-minded.
Right.
So you can't help everyone. Definitely give them the game, for sure. But you got to be very intentional about the team that you have, because then all it takes is one to ruin something that could have been a blessing.
Right.
Now it is a learning lesson, but yeah. So I do believe that we need to educate our youth, especially when it comes to metadata business, how to really operate as a business when it comes to this music stuff, how to actually make money from music, build a fan base, all of that, because I feel like we need more artists that are operating on that level so that people don't get taken advantage of and people can still think that they can just operate a certain way. But as far as like what I'm building, I don't bring everybody into that.
I dig that. So, what would be your vision for the future of Des Moines in making it a music city?
My vision is what I've been working on silently is I want my own music school. School of the Arts. That's my goal. The whole reason why I'm doing music is so I can come back and create my own school.
That's fire as
That
fuck.
is fire.
I want, and it's deeper than just the music, but just being a black man in this today's society. And I feel like a lot of our kids don't have a sense of identity, a sense of self. And they don't know how amazing our culture is and what it is that we've built over the years. And the one way we can teach them and educate them on how we've contributed to society is through music.
What do you say when people say African Americans don't have any culture? What would be your response to that?
What are they looking at? Because, like I said, what genre doesn't have black influence?
Right.
Literally. We created rock and roll. We created blues.
Country,
We created country.
jazz, hip hop. All right, now.
So, and then understanding the how that shifted the world. Come on. So you think that the K-pop groups and,
That's not R&B.
and J-pop groups, they didn't.
Your music blends R&B, hip hop, and Afrobeat. How would you define the Entre Luche sound?
Man, it's really just a vibe. Like, a lot of my records are like party records, just like having fun. I'm tired of going to the club. I don't go to the club often, but I'm tired of going to the club. Nobody's dancing, for real. Like, I miss that club culture, and I wasn't even a part of it. I was just too young, but I miss people dancing in the club. So that's the type of music that I make. I want people to vibe and dance and have fun. Like, high energy. People be too serious and mad nowadays. Sure. Like, what's
It's
the point?
definitely a tough guy competition.
I know, and I'm just like, why?
Yep.
What's the purpose?
It is.
Look? You can laugh and still get a baddie, bro. You ain't gotta be tough, gang. Yeah. They going for the funny niggas too.
So when you're creating, what usually comes first? Is it the melody, the lyrics, the feeling, the beat?
To be honest, I've taught myself to write in whatever form.
What are you most comfortable with though? What's most often?
I would say that I'm a writer first. And so when I was meaning by that is I taught myself to write in whatever form. Yes. I don't need inspiration per se. Like, I can just write a song just to write a song right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the mechanics of writing, right? That repetition of some people. I don't have the fear of making a terrible song.
Through school, we went through the same thing. You learn the process of creating, even with you get to. So you have a cycle into which you rotate through. That's your inspiration. You don't really need inspiration.
Yeah.
You just pick a subject and you just move forward.
Yeah. So for me, like, I love. I can create music with my hands, with a guitar and piano. So sometimes it comes. Writing comes from that form. I genuinely, if there's an instrumental that I hear or a producer that I'm working with, they're sending instrumentals. I even try to write to the instrumentals that don't necessarily move me, just because, again, like, it's a sport.
Yeah.
I just want to be the best writer that I can be. You know what I'm saying?
I don't ever turn down nothing. If you send me something, I'm rapping, so it don't matter if I like it or not, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's sport, man.
A lot of people pride themselves on doing an album of beats that they find difficult, that they find not attractive to their normal style, to try to push themselves.
I've done it, but I don't appreciate it.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, you know, I just didn't want to tell the producer, like, man, nah, man. But, you know, that's just how I do it. It's like he said, it's the sport, bro.
Yeah. But honestly, I genuinely, like, love getting inspiration from movies.
Yeah.
I went on a date one time. It was a long time ago, but I went on a date and with a girl, and the movie's going on. It was some, like, rom-com. I don't even remember what it was. But The Photograph. It was The Photograph with Issa Rae. But literally, movies are meant to evoke emotion. And I'm a writer. I can write from the topic of any emotion. So those emotions, the characters make you feel different things throughout the movie, which is different songs that I can create under this umbrella of inspiration. And so I was literally writing in the midst of the date. And I finished the song.
Like physically writing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physically writing. And she was like, after the movie was over, she was like, what were you doing? I'm like,
I was writing you a love letter.
I can show you better than I can tell you.
Hello. Listen to this.
And boom, that's sang the song. And so
Listen to this thing.
3 baby mamas.
so that's my favorite form of inspiration. Yeah.
You're talking the pants off of them.
Yeah, daddy. Lolo is approaching 900K Spotify streams. Did you
Yes.
know it had the potential to become one of your biggest records? And for those that don't know, what does Lolo mean?
Lights on, lights off. She knows what she's doing with the lights on, lights off. Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's my joint right there. No, I had no idea. I was gonna actually push another song, which had more like, it was like a youth movement anthem thing that I was going for. And my mentor was like, are you sure that you want to kick everything off with that one? You know, I wasn't sure. I was for sure until you said that.
You said that.
Now I'm not sure. And I will go back to the drawing board. And I remember just contemplating for a few weeks. And my mom was like, whatever happened to that one song that you did like 2 or 3 years ago? Sometimes I just be in the shower, just be singing, lights on, lights off. I was like, I completely forgot about that song. And so I finished it. So it was my mom, for real. I didn't know. And then a month later, it was charting in radio and in Chicago. And I was on tour with G Herbo and Anne Marie. So, hey, you can't make this up.
That's fire, bro. Salute.
So, yeah, moms had the vision. I just executed.
So what do you think made listeners connect with that song most?
Man, they've just been having issues with their baby moms. Just a lot of people struggling in this world with they significant others, whether it's a baby mama, baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I wrote that song just centered around being in a relationship with a woman who was promiscuous and just in love with other people. So she knows what she's doing with the lights on, lights off.
Cornbread has become another fan favorite.
Yeah.
What's the story behind my one?
Yeah, Cornbread with the dear old Cold Saint, who was also on this interview platform, GFG TV. Shout out to Cold Saint. Man, he was one of the people that was a part of the Still program too, and we were very competitive at first, and then grew to be like that's my brother. Like, that's my homie for real, for real. Just because he was the only person I knew that really had the drive like me. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the hardest working individuals I've ever met. He's crazy with it.
Yeah.
And that's why all the shows I do, I'm just like, hey, bruh, come through. I don't care if it's an R&B show, gang. You gotta be there. Cause I don't know anybody who works as hard as you. I don't know anybody who's gonna push tickets like you push tickets.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We did a couple shows with him, dog. I think it was I want to say we did a Ritz show at XBK Live. This man pushed damn near 50 tickets. I'm like, who the fuck's he selling 50 tickets to?
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm solid with, 24, 25 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Dude, like Cole saying, I just had to go get him some more tickets. He's reading up. You know what I'm saying? He got 40-some tickets sold. And then he get there, I got about 5 or 6 more. So they about to be on the way to pick him up. I'm like, God damn.
He's truly tapped into his fan base.
That's awesome.
And man, taught me a lot about myself and just like how I need to be when it comes to people. Because I'm a very just like introverted human being. I don't really talk to folks. I don't really be outside for real unless I have to be.
And that makes it hard to build a fan base because that's what it's all about, being the opposite of that.
Literally. I'm like, I can just
Really
push
gotta
it
put yourself out there.
Yeah, I can just push it on social media.
Yeah,
They're gonna.
We think social media and our talent should be enough, but
It's-
you really got to talk to these folks.
Yeah, especially if you want them to come to your show.
Yeah, dog.
But yeah, so we were just trying to figure out like what the Iowa sound is, what Iowa sounds like, and that was our representation of Iowa, cornbread, or cornbread fed. Yeah. So that's how we came up with it, and man, it's so funny. Again, just transparency. I hated performing that song. Not because it wasn't a good song, but it's just like, it's as...
Is it corny?
Yeah. I got sweet corn. Yeah.
Can we borrow some brown sugar?
But I vividly remember being in Texas and we're doing like a DJ review, a live review, and they're doing green cards if they rock with the record and red cards if they dislike it. And those people loved it. It felt like a little piece of home to them. And I was like, though this song sometimes is corny, singing it 1,000 times. No, it was the repetition, right? We performed it everywhere we went. And me and Cole Saint, we've been working together for, I think, 7 years. Close to 7. 7 years. And we made that song maybe 5 years ago. And I've performed it over 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So that's, when I say it's corny because I performed it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And just like, we gotta do this again. Like, come on, gang. Like, let's do another one.
So, which song in your catalog would you say is most personal to you?
That is a good one. I would say Where You At Grindin'. It's one of the first records I ever put out. And if you're not like a true like Entre fan, you probably have never heard of it. But it's one of the first songs that I ever created. And I wrote it actually about my friend's life at the time. We had gotten to, he was trying to fight me at a McDonald's. Like physical, like fist fight. And I'm like, gang, like, first of all, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's number one. That's number one. But two,
I thought you were gonna have some speech about calm down, man.
We don't have to do this.
I mean, I'm gonna be diplomatic, of course. But one, like, you really don't want this smoke. But two, like, we don't even have to. I'm just as good with my words You
That's
know
why I
what
thought I
I'm
was going first.
saying? Yeah. No, I'm not a bitch.
Of course.
But nah,
Of course.
I'm gonna land there. You know, I'm not gonna start there because then he's not gonna hear that part. Then he's gonna hear. Then you want to fight. Then we're gonna actually fight. You know, I was being strategic with my words.
Yeah.
But anyway, and that turned into later on a deeper conversation of just like what he was going through, and being homeless and struggling, and I could connect with that piece of the story, and pair it to my life and just my friends and the losses that I've had and what I've experienced. And so I created the song Grinding, and as the chorus, I guess, is grinding, where you at what I was grinding. Now you winning and I want it. Want a piece of this lifestyle living, everything I'm giving. And it's just like an ode to, like, again, like I'm always working, hustling, trying to get to where it is that I want to go. And I wrote that song also a little after, in the verse, I talk about just losing my niece. She passed away when she was 13, and just losing family members to gang violence, all of those things. And so, like, that was that one, like, just, man, through it all, I'm grinding. So that's like my favorite song, you know what I'm saying, that most people have never heard.
Is there a song you feel deserves more recognition than it received?
On Me, for sure. It was in Grammy consideration for R&B Song of the Year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And, you know, it didn't win an Iowa Music Award. And I'm a little salty about that. I'm not gonna lie.
You held your emotion off well about it.
Tone, we got some business to talk about, boy.
Nah, I talked to Tone is my homie. He's literally one of
Absolutely,
a really good friend of mine.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, bro, I feel like every time I feel like I deserve to win, I never win.
Bring it to me for the shit I don't like.
Yeah, look. And I know that, like, a lot of us being an artist, like, sometimes the song that you least like is your biggest hit. I get that. But guys, come on, man. But in all seriousness, I think just the rollout for On Me, just the professionalism around it, really showcasing Iowa in a different light. I feel like it was all Iowa, from production to the engineering to the music video to the videographer to the photographers, the cover art, like everything. It was everything Iowa. And when you look up the credits for Grammy consideration, everyone associated with is Iowa.
Hello.
That's, you know what I'm saying? And that's everything that we talk about.
Salute to that.
Yeah, so On Me.
So becoming a Grammy voting member is a major milestone. What did that achievement mean to you?
It means I always felt like I had a voice, but now I have a voice. What I say actually matters. And I'm in the room now. That's what we all desire. Now it's what we do with that. So being a Grammy voting member, to me, truly just it validated the work that nobody sees. You know, all the hours that I put in developing myself from a little kid. I was in this kid singing group at like 9 years old, and I was in it for like 3 years, dancing, doing country music with the boots on, just performing at the fair and touring around Iowa. To the kid, it was singing in church and performing in church. Like, it was just all of the work that I put into that most people don't see. They just think that I gained this ego just because I'm overconfident. No. I put in work, but beyond that, I think the most important thing with the Grammy, being a Grammy voting member, is really just having the conversation of like, how do I put my state on? How can we grow as I'm also growing?
For sure.
Yeah, so I think that's what's really, really cool about it.
And so, for those that don't know, what is a Grammy voting member? What are you voting on?
Oh, so I vote on who wins Grammys, essentially, Grammy Awards. There's significantly more now, but there's like professional members. There's Grammy University members, which are college students and like slightly older. And then there's voting members. Professional members can't vote. But yeah, they're a part of the community. And then, like I said, the Grammy University is college kids and young students. So being a voting member, I get to mentor college students. I get to vote on who wins Grammys. And just being a black boy from Iowa, like being able to have a voice and seeing if I'm in tune with what everyone else is feeling is dope. And then again, we have our artist meetups, writing camp sessions that educate you a lot, summer socials. It's really a community, and I get to grow with that, and then chase a new height, a new dream.
So, is this something that you apply for? Something you're selected for? How does one get down like that?
Yeah, it's an application process, and it's usually right after the Grammys, but before April. You can do submissions. You can submit to be a part of be a Grammy member. But one of the things, again, why I want to have my own music school
Yes, sir.
is, all of these college kids that study music can be Grammy University members. And why aren't we taking advantage of that? Why aren't we creating a pool and a hub again, and then making sure that they're getting that mentorship from the big Grammy folks and leveraging that for greater opportunities, or to potentially bring those people to Iowa, whether it be educationally or to perform. Got to create and expand the network.
Winning Iowa Music Awards Song of the Year in 2024 was huge. How did that moment validate your journey? And how did you learn about the Iowa Music Awards?
I was there in 2022. I lost R&B Artist of the Year. Another moment I felt I deserved. And again, I'm just talking mess because that is my friend. But and I know he doesn't actually vote on it too, so
For sure.
let's throw that out there. No, Tone does not vote on the Iowa Music Awards. He has a committee, just like the Grammys. They vote on who wins. You do have an opportunity to win, but you also have to do the work. Thumbs up. All right, moving forward. That was Lolo, the year that Lolo blew up. Lolo was taking off. I have plaques for Lolo, multiple plaques. It charted on the Global Indie Top 150 charts, and also did what it did on Spotify, and it charted on Mediabase as well. So I was just like, with all of the individual accolades, I'm like, this is my year.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't. It was not. And so I like to be motivated, again, ex-athlete. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to win Single of the Year, and it's not even going to be an R&B song. It's going to be a rap song. And work happened to be. So my Single of the Year is not even for an R&B record. It's for a rap record I did. And I think that is amazing.
What do you think? What do you say to people that don't take the Iowa Music Awards serious? They frown upon it or laugh upon it.
It's still in the beginning of its creation. It's not even. Shoot, I don't even think it's 5 years old. No, it's 4. Well, I don't know how you do the first year is that one, or anyway, it's not very old. And with anything in its beginning stages of creation, like there's going to be like roadblocks and challenges, but when I go on Google and I was like, who's the top R&B artist in Iowa? You know what Google's gonna tell me? Well, Entre Luche has won X amount of R&B Artist of the Year for the Iowa Music Awards. It has a certificate and declaration from the city of Cedar Rapids and the state. It is an actual day. You can't ignore it. If you are someone who truly is about your brand, you can't ignore that. That is huge. And like I said, it may not matter now,
Right.
but you don't know what it will become. So instead of, and then second, create your own if you don't like it. I'm always here for innovation and creating your own thing, but it's literally called the Iowa Music Award. Whatever you create, it's not going to be that. Whether you create the Des Moines Music Awards or the Cedar Rapids or the Iowa City or the Waterloo, that's great. But his certificate says Iowa Music Awards. Now, there is no other motivation other than that. It's quite literally the Iowa Music Awards. And if I deem myself as a valuable asset to Iowa, I have to be there. I have to advocate for it. I have to show up beyond him being my friend. Like, I have to show up because it's going to mean something one day. And I firmly believe that. And when you go in them record books, you're going to see my name. I told you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not with riding the wave that is popular. I'm about building things from the ground up and investing in people who are actually doing the work.
Yes, sir.
You can say a lot of things about a lot of people, but he's doing the work.
Yeah.
And he's the first one to do it. Well, I don't know if he's the first one, but he is doing it. So
Sure.
I gotta support it.
So your music has reached listeners across multiple countries. When did it hit you that your music was becoming global?
Crazy enough. So my first single, The One You Love, which was remixing Boyz II Men's record Gotta Be. Or no, that's not Boyz II Men. Who was that by? It's that Jagged Edge. Yeah.
That's my shit.
Sorry, guys. By Jagged Edge, Gotta Be. I remixed that with this dude named Tyler James, and that hit 75,000 views on Facebook at the end of 2018. No, at the summer of 2018. At the end of 2018, I did a song, Something New, with a producer from the UK. Excuse me. And that did 116,000. And those are the first two records that I ever released. And from that, I was nominated for International Independent Artist of the Year by a company out of the UK and went to their award show. So from the very beginning, I knew it was a possibility. I was in the UK already, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it changed my viewpoint because that magazine and that company, they weren't just playing music videos in the UK. They were also broadcasting in Africa. They were also broadcasting in China. They were also broadcasted in all of these different countries. And so literally from the beginning, I was already in 7-8 different countries already from the second song that I ever released. But they drilled it in my head that this is a real possibility. And from that, with education, I just knew that that was a part of my rollout. They can make me big over there. And then the dollar, when we're talking about marketing and dollars, that's a whole nother ball game. But I'm like, I can invest. It's cheaper to even market in those areas. I can invest and be bigger there and then go there. And who is a prime example of that? The person to the right of me, Colsey, because he's literally done world tours, traveling around Thailand and all these different places performing. But he also markets out there too. Again, yeah, I don't have too big of an ego. to not listen to the people around me. I watch, I pay attention, I study all of this, and I just try to take advantage in what it is that I can be. So that made it a reality for me that I can be international.
Yeah, Song of the Year, Iowa Music Awards of 2024, Iowa R&B Artist of the Year 3 years in a row. You founded L Official ENT. What inspired you to build your own platform?
Well, working with a nonprofit and as a mental health advocate, and seeing that process, I also got to kind of work on my own program. And it was a mentorship program working with college students, teaching them the business of music, and being able to, not only did they get like voice lessons and things like that, we taught them how to market their shows, to help them host their own show. And then we brought them in on a big show that we were hosting, which happened to be Jacquees, at Horizon Event Center, and they got to work it for us. And I was like, that was my idea. That was my concept. And so I'm like, oh, I want to do more things like this, and L Official was born.
What's a long-term vision for L Official?
Music school. I'm doing all of this mentorship and learning about myself and working with kids and working with teenagers, teaching after school programs and things like that. So I understand truly what our kids need to be successful. And then just the application of that. I feel like I want to build my name more so that people truly want to invest into my vision, but also have that success story of like, no, this actually works. But if we did this from the beginning, man, if only our kids knew that could convert their love for arts into business from the beginning, putting their money away, saving. What is a trust? What is a corp? How can we truly invest in ourselves and the education? What about metadata? Our kids, you can be a part of music and not be a musician. Can we learn that early? How much money is into that? Like, there's so many other levels and layers. And if we have a school that can create that, again, what I talked in the beginning about identity. Hey, you don't have to be a musician, but you can have your own business, you can have your own money, and you can be educated on how money moves. You don't have to ask your parents. We can help them. And then you don't have to leave Iowa, because we need to build that natural progression. But you have the choice and opportunity to leave Iowa. But you don't have to stay gone. You always have something to come back to. And that's what I want to build. And that's what L Official ENT means to me and what I feel it can scale up to.
So far. So how do you balance being both an artist and an entrepreneur? It sounds kind of hectic.
Man, it's crazy. And on top of that, I'm also a father. And that's also a part of my journey that not a lot of people know. Not because I hide it, but just because, like, I don't want it to. Yeah, I don't want it to be an excuse either. Like, I want you to hold me to the same accountability as you would hold the 23-year-old who just got out of college and has free time. Nah, we here to work regardless. And I got to work twice as hard because I don't have the extra time. So I got to get to it. But how do I balance it? I would say that it's just about being intentional. I'm not going to have 10 hours in a day to focus on both, right? I have to be intentional on the time that I give it and how I work within that time so I can be successful, is how I balance it.
Tell us about your upcoming single, NVM, featuring Santa. What can fans expect? Ooh,
man. So it's going to drop. I I don't have an official release date, but I think at the latest it'll be the first week of September. But Nevermind is just getting to a point with someone in a relationship where you realize that I need to choose myself. Like, nah, I'm cool. Never mind. I thought this was what I wanted, but apparently it's not. And it's not just about like relationships. It's just about life. When you see things that are not aligning with your trajectory or the places that you want to go, sometimes you just got to be like, never mind. I don't want that. Especially when you recognize it. Because some of these decisions are life or death. Literally, whether it's a relationship or not. And relationships can be life or death too, but what are they to expect, man? A lot of truth, honesty, wrapped up in a vibe. You're not even gonna catch some of the words and the lyrics, but you are gonna be dancing. You're gonna to this record, and Santa just adds this texture and layer to the record that is unmatched. It took a long time for me to get that feature back, and I was a little antsy, but when she sent it back, man, it showed how much she loved music, that she was a perfectionist and she wanted to perfect her craft, and she bodied it. It was insane. It literally insane. I listened to it and I almost threw my phone against the wall, but then remembered I paid the bill. But I was like, this is what music is about, man. Like, it just made me so excited about the process and knew that I had to truly take this moment seriously. So expect just a fire song. I've been stepped away and really refocused and recentered for this moment. And so I'm giving it the best that I got. So, yeah.
How does NVM represent your growth as an artist?
Man, I went through the entire process, mixing, full mastering. The guy who produced it was also featured as one of the producers for Girls Need Love by Summer Walker. Like, every detail of this song was intentional, was masterfully crafted, and it took me 4 months to make this song. 4 months. And not just like from the writing piece and portion, but like, I want this intentional moment. I want to hear this. I want it to be this. I want people who have never heard Entre before to fully understand what I'm about in this record. And so, yeah, this Nevermind is me. It is me and my maturity and my understanding of my writing ability and just everything that I feel that I will be in the future.
Is there an album or larger project on the horizon for you?
Yes. So in the process of the 4 months of working on Nevermind, I also made an album and an EP. I have 16 songs.
Is this a debut then, ain't it?
Yeah.
Album out?
No, I've never released an album. I always felt it was a waste of time to release an album in today's climate, because I'm like, I don't want to waste my words. I want the moment that people truly are listening to me for them to get the authentic version of me. Not just who I am now, but who I've grown to be and what that process is. And so I felt like with Nevermind popping out and that this being this rebirth of who I am, that I also got some other music on the way too. Not wasting the moment. So I got an EP that I'll release first. I'm collaborating with a couple of different producers on that, but I also have an album following. I'm just doing the final mixing and mastering on it.
Get some titles to these projects?
I don't have a title, unfortunately, because I really want Nevermind to be the focal point, and I don't know if I want to call it Nevermind or I'm battling, wrestling with names, and I'm not in a rush, but I do. All of them are centered around. Most of the songs are centered around learning who I am and being a man and growing in relationships. So
If you could collaborate with any artist alive today, who would it be and why?
that's so difficult, man. Wale. Just for my early teenage heart, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, some of his best songs, I feel, have singers on the chorus. So I'm cool. I'll be a chorus singer with Wale. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like young guns that I really, really like that I would be interested in working with. And my favorite female artist right now is Doja Cat. Not necessarily her off the screen personality, but her writing ability and versatility is literally insane. So, but Wale is what I would go with.
So 5 years from now, where do you see Entre Luche?
5 years from now, hopefully on a yacht. Eating chicken wings.
Yeah.
And
Organic pasture raised.
yeah. And admiring the view because it is the beginning of August right now. And don't nobody want to be in Iowa right at this moment. I want to wait to come back to Iowa for the Iowa State Fair. But on a more serious note, 5 years from now, I've been working on a TV show concept and idea and about my life, of what I've experienced growing up in church and it kind of turning into more like a cult, and what that experience was in like losing my voice and then gaining it back. And I have like 3 different stories that I've been working on from the beginning, before my existence, my early existence, and then my transition from high school to college. So 5 years from now, I hope that all of those stories are out and shot. So, because I'm working on the full treatment, everything, the script, it's gonna be pretty cool. I got a little trilogy series coming out.
That's very cool.
All right, we're gonna do this basketball style. You the head coach.
Yes.
Okay. You got a starting 5. You need starting 5 artists from Iowa. Okay. You're gonna put them in the studio to take on the whole planet. Who's your starting 5?
Artists from Iowa.
Could be rappers, singers, producers, however you want to round out your roster.
That is difficult. Cause like what kind of, dang man, that is crazy. Now we're battling the world. Is this like one last performance?
Now y'all going into the studio.
Or we're just going into the studio? It's just
making music.
It's just the music making. It's not even the performance.
No performance. We rapping, we singing, whatever. We in the studio.
Okay, all right, because that changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of artists that are amazing performers out
I'm not
here.
even thinking about the stage.
Yeah.
About doing the work, doing what we do.
I guess number 1 on my list would probably be Shireen. Shireen Callister.
Absolutely.
Just because her vocal range and
Get her
ability.
down here. That'd be crazy.
Super dope artist. And I just think versatility as far as like musically, what she could bring to the table. All right, this is a new, he's older, but a new guy on the block to the Iowa music scene, because he's originally from Ohio, but Classic.
Shout out to Classic.
If you don't know who Classic is, he's one of the coldest lyricists I know. Yeah.
Classic. Classic.
He's one of the coldest lyricists I know. From Iowa. Well, I did one Des Moines, one outsider. You know, this may be controversial, but I'm gonna put my baby mom on that list.
Who's that?
Drea Danielle.
Okay. That's your baby mama or your girl?
You know, however you want to word it. No, it's my baby mom. No, she's my baby mom.
Okay.
But out of the female rappers that I know and who also can sing, just total package.
Okay.
Rap, sing, do the whole nine. And again, pairing that with a singer like Shireen, and I have
Shireen, Classic, and then Drea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last two. Dang, this is hard. You know what? I think I'm just gonna add another female rapper on the list. Let me go Cola Chanel.
Very nice. Shout out Colo.
I like the list. This is
Different. Different than the motherfucker.
That's good. It's really
Again, before the rap, poetry champion. Cold with the lyrics. I want the greatest writer room. I don't want to be stuck in one genre. I want to be able to write whatever. And those three, just Classic, Drea, and Colo, will make some of the craziest music ever because their lyricism is on point. And I'm not even including myself in, like I said, Shireen's vocal ability. Last one. Man, there's so many great artists. And so many like great rap groups too from Iowa. Specifically Des Moines. I got one. Again, far left. I know I've been thinking a lot, so you might have to cut a few things out.
Oh, we're gonna get it right.
EJ Suave.
I don't know.
He's also producer. And
He's from Des Moines?
no,
Okay, where are you from?
I don't know.
He's from Missouri.
just fire.
I think he's from Iowa City or Cedar Rapids. But
What's his area code?
he makes like gospel music too, but he's also a producer. And again, if I'm trying to battle the world, right?
Yes, sir.
I want versatility. I want people who can create something original.
Truly Des Moines.
Truly Iowa.
Truly
Truly Iowa. And I got a female singer, I got 2 female rappers, and then I got a rapper and someone who sings and raps just like me. So that's my list.
All right, we're gonna do rapid fire. No thinking, just quick answers.
Okay.
Michael Jackson or Usher?
Michael Jackson.
Wale or J. Cole?
Wale.
Studio or stage?
Stage.
Morning or late night?
Late night.
Singing or songwriting?
Songwriting.
Afrobeat or classic R&B?
Classic R&B.
Favorite meal before a performance?
No meal.
Favorite city outside of Iowa?
Las Vegas.
Sneakers or dress shoes?
Sneakers.
One artist on repeat right now?
One artist on repeat right now. Dang. I'll say Kalani.
Favorite movie?
Favorite Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Favorite app on your phone?
Instagram.
Dream venue to headline.
Wells Fargo.
Biggest pet peeve?
People who talk too much.
One word that describes Entree.
5.
Okay, now we're gonna do finish the sentence.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Music is?
My life.
Des Moines is.
My culture.
Iowa deserves?
A breakthrough.
Success means.
Being myself.
My biggest motivation is?
My family.
I want people to remember me as.
Authentic.
L official ENT will become?
The music school of the future.
Before it's all over, I have to.
Drop an album.
Okay, so for fellas coming to Des Moines for the first time, give me 3 restaurants you would recommend they eat at.
Oh. All right. 1. If you're a fella going to a restaurant in Des Moines, 9 times out of 10, you're not going alone.
Hello.
So, well, I hope you're not going alone. At least bring somebody. So, my number 1 low-key spot, Zavi's Kitchen.
Never even heard of that shit.
Yeah. It's like Vietnamese food, but they also have like a small Chinese food section.
Where is they located?
East Village.
Okay.
Let's do 801.
Absolutely.
Gotta go there. And when I went,
Both of them.
yeah, bring it. Yeah, I mean, cause you're not going alone.
Both of them.
When I went, I didn't pay for it. So, hello.
Did you marry her?
Nope. And the Terra Grill, the Brazilian grill. I like that. I like that spot.
You ever been to Fogo de Chao?
I have not.
Man, that's like Terra Grill on steroids.
Yeah, you don't have to hook me up. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Closest one I think is Minneapolis. Maybe there's one in Omaha, but I think Minneapolis might be the closest one.
Yeah, I would have said Ryan's, but you know that's gone.
No, Ryan's, man. You remember Ryan?
Yes, that was my spot.
Hell yeah.
When I didn't even live here, I used to go there all the time. And I just remember my brother, I have 4 adoptive siblings. And my brother, he ate so much food, he couldn't even stand up straight. And I was like...
That's almost every time you go. That's just how you do it.
I just miss it so much.
You
I
don't
wish...
leave with a side of nausea from overeating. You didn't do it right.
Right. I'm like, this is a lunch and dinner situation.
Yeah,
Like,
a nap after. Guaranteed.
I'm not leaving. What do you mean? I'm eating slowly. I'm marinating. I'm talking. I mean, it's a full experience at this moment. And when that dinner menu comes out, I'm ready.
Replating? What are you talking
Yeah, I'm replating for real.
about?
You gotta go in between time. You know what I'm saying? Like a 3. You know what I'm saying? Give myself an hour. Transition to the dinner menu.
Finish
My
off
favorite
the
album.
menu.
My favorite options, and we here.
Is there any misconception that you feel people may have about you?
A misconception? Maybe that I'm just mean. I'm antisocial.
Yeah.
I've been shot at before. I don't like being around people like that for real. Already.
So your nerves are bad.
My nerves.
Blood pressure's going up. Blood pressure.
It's not you, it's me. I love y'all. I'm a nice guy. I'm very cool, like cool people's. And if I believe in you, you're like, I'm gonna go to war for you. But my nerves be bad when I'm outside. Excuse me. Sometimes I don't speak to people. I be one track mind. I'm there to do what I need to do, and I'm ready to go home.
Are you open to collaborating with local artists?
I am open to collaborating with local artists, but I want them to come to me correctly.
How do they do that?
Everything that we talked about today is about structure, right? Intentionality, understanding who you are and the trajectory of where it is that you want to go. And if we are collaborating, I want it to be intentional. Like, I have this goal in mind. This is what I want to accomplish. And put your money up.
Have a budget.
Yeah. I'm going to have a budget for you because I'm take your work seriously.
What's a realistic budget for you to consider working with somebody?
It doesn't even have to be a lot. It could be 250, 500.
Yeah, just so they know, you know.
Yeah. It could be 250, 500 preferably.
For sure.
And that's not even going in my pocket. No. I just want to know that you have 500 to put up. So if we're marketing the song, putting everything together, sure, I know you're invested in the success and the trajectory of the song.
I love that.
And I'm going to match your 5. And that's how we're going to roll. If you need me to do all the work, of course, you can send me the money and you're going to see the results. I don't play about that. But yeah, I just want you to take it seriously. I don't want it to just be for fun. Like, yes, music is fun and I do it for fun. But at the end of the day, this should be leveraged. The whole point, streamers, everyone's a celebrity now. Why aren't we taking advantage of the moment? If we believe the song is as good as we think it is, then we should be investing in it.
And how would people contact you?
Well, again, my name is Entre Luche. Ain't no appetizer, I'm the main entree, you dig. You can follow me at EL_official music on Instagram and Entre Luche everywhere else. That's ENTRELUCHE. I have a website, I have a link tree, I have everything that you need. And my email is in my social media bio. So that's where you go.
Well, we appreciate you and thank you for sitting down with us here at GFG TV.
Yes, man. No, I appreciate the invite. I don't get to. I feel like I have so much to say, and because I be introverted, I don't say enough. So this was great. This was a great opportunity.
Know all about it. You know I be cutting them short. That shit gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, I know it, and that's why I'm here today because one, not only have you been instrumental for the city. But you take your craft seriously and constantly reinventing yourself and just growing. That's something that I respect. So obviously, you know, I'm going to show up and support and just be a part of your journey when it comes to this rollout of things, of GFG TV. And I wish you the best of luck. I wish you guys the best of luck and success on this.
Likewise.
And that there's more ideas in the future.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.